Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Oilfield Gamers Gaming Review. I am unfortunately still your host, Cole, the Oilfield Gamer. Yeah, I don't care if you're getting tired of me yet. It is what it is. And on today's episode, we're going to be looking at the game Barnyard Blaster for the Atari XE game system, or ZEGS for short. And normally we jump right into this, but just so you're aware, the sound is going out on my console. I was able to capture some of the footage, and it was good enough that you're going to be able to tell the sounds on the deal, and I'll get to that later. But yeah, that's it. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I know you don't want to see my ugly mug anymore. So let's jump right into this. So, let's get into this now. Barnyard Blaster was developed by K-Byte for the Atari XE game system, or ZEGS for short, as I mentioned earlier. Released in 1987. This is a light gun shooter game. You know, remember what I said in an earlier video about my love for shooters? This applies to light gun shooters as well. And, well, yeah. Anyways, it is somehow a two-player game. Thankfully, you only use the one light gun, and you don't need a controller at all, which is good, because that can get complicated with this console. Anyways, as always, my reviews focus on the single-player aspect. There are only 3 original levels. And then after each level, you have a bonus level, giving you a total of 6 levels. There is no difficulty in this game. It's just you point, click, shoot. You don't really click, but you point and shoot. Okay? So, there's no real difficulty level to mention, and if it does get harder, I didn't notice. So, maybe someone can relay that for me. Anyways, one thing I'm sorry. You know, but this is supposed to reflect farm life. It even says it on the back of the box. But no one is shooting bottles. Someone threw in the air while that person stands in front of you. Nobody. At least no one with a brain. Anyways, this really short game. And, well, it's short and simple. After the last bonus level, the game just loops over again. Gotta get that high score. Now I'm going to hit on the sound and graphics next. I know I said I wouldn't earlier in a previous video, but I changed my mind. The music between levels and on the opening screen, well, it's just beeps. But it should sound familiar to you. Tell you what, have a listen. Well, can you hear it? That's right. It's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That should be nostalgic for a lot of people. Assuming you had a decent childhood. I am so sorry. Moving on. The gun sounds close to a gun when you fire it. The sound of making contact with objects isn't really too bad. The annoying part, though, are the sounds when the farmer throws the bottles. Makes in the bonus levels, and the sounds animals make when going across the screen. I mean, seriously? Since when do birds and rabbits go beep? Moving on. The graphics aren't really that bad, though. Yeah, I know. The background looks like an old coloring book. Seriously, it does. It's not bad. And the objects you shoot, they're distinguishable. You know what you're shooting at, and even that looks like a coloring book if you stop and think about it. Not bad. And that brings me to the gameplay. The most important part of the entire review video. And I'm going to start by saying this is the simplest game I have ever played. And it's the simplest game I've ever done for a review thus far, even beating out 10-Yard Fight. You shoot with the light gun just to score points and see how accurate you are, which, by the way, the light gun does not work that great in this console. Could be the console since it is screwing up for me. You are either shooting cans and bottles, animals or fruit, or just bottles that Farmer McDonald stands in front of you throwing. Okay, seriously, did the devs ever step foot on a farm? Okay, more on that later. Sadly, that is the extent of this game. As I said, it's very simple, with no complexity. Get that high score. I say it again. You remember how I said how simple this game is? Well, I couldn't find any real problems. Other than my console trying to take a dump, I guess. And not in a good way. Okay, that was a bad joke. I have one complaint, though. And I've said it a couple of times already. It's way too simple. I mean, you can't get any simpler. Oh, well, I do have one more complaint. The devs. They should have visited a farm. Seriously. No one is shooting random crops. They might shoot animals if they're pests. Okay. And with that, we move on. And with that, we move on to my final thoughts. Now, I did manage to score a copy complete in the box as I showed at the beginning of this video. Yeah, I know. Please, whatever you do, don't say it. This game, on average, is going for about $27 complete in the box, and I personally wouldn't pay no more than $10. I personally wouldn't pay more than $10. I mean, there's no way. No way. Remember when I said I love shooters? Yeah, I don't retract that statement. I'm going to stick with it. But, while this game is not complete trash, it's pretty bad. Like, really bad. As I said, the game is entirely too simple. To the point that it's boring. Incredibly boring. Oh my lord. The fact I was even able to stay awake is kind of shocking. Thank God it was short. Like, incredibly short. I mean, I sat there for a handful of minutes and completed the whole thing. Yeah, it's that short. Just a few minutes. Thank the Lord. I hate most of the sound effects in this game. They, I don't get that. The music, however, is very nostalgic. And for a lot of people, probably around my age, it probably will be for them too. Maybe even for those younger than me. I don't know. I guess you'll have to listen to the sound and let me know. But the graphics. I like the coloring book graphics in this game. Very, very soothing. Very soothing. Is the best way I can explain that. It's not unique in any form, but it's just soothing. Now on to another point I made earlier. What is their concept of a farm? I mean, really? Who did the devs talk to when they were making this game? I mean, first of all, no farmer's going to stand there in front of a gun tossing bottles in the air so someone can shoot it and hope to God they don't get shot in the face. You never know when you're facing a Dick Cheney. And he's supposed to be your friend. Just saying. And really, no self-respecting farmer's going to do that anyway, so... I mean, yeah. That part there, I don't get it. I really don't. So, moving on. Yeah, with all that, I still give the game a 4. It's not absolutely horrible. I mean, okay, the gameplay's trash. The sound is trash. But the graphics, they really are soothing. Yeah, I kind of like that. And with that, As always, before I sign off, be the best version of yourself, no matter what anyone else is doing. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that show as much as I enjoyed making it. But now it is time for me to give back as best I can. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything and can't just give people money. That'd be awesome, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I actually enjoy this part probably as much as I enjoy making the videos. But last time I had mentioned someone hurt me. And I'm better now. I'm not saying I'm 100%. Probably won't be for a while. But I am better. Anyways, moving on. Someone I care about, deeply about, lied to me recently. It was a big lie. Not a little lie, a big lie. What makes it harder, though, is that I don't think they really care that they lied. Anyways, that brings me to my topic, which is people that lie. Don't lie. It's the best advice I can give. If you do lie, you probably shouldn't tell them. I know that doesn't sound right, but hear me out. If you do tell them, are you really doing it for them, or are you just trying to protect yourself? Odds are you're just protecting yourself, and it's only going to hurt them. You're not going to make them feel better. You're definitely not going to feel better, because now you've hurt the person you care about. So, it's not going to end your guilt. You don't do it. That doesn't mean it's good to lie, though. In fact, if you can, from that point forward, tell the truth. Be honest with them. But don't do it just to get rid of your guilt. I mean, it's not going to help nobody. And if you can't quit lying, if you have to continue to lie, you're probably better off just cutting them out of your life. I know that's hard to say and that's hard to think about. But you're going to be protecting them. Your guilt will remain. And it might go away eventually, but it'll stay for a while. So your best bet is to just cut them out. Protect them. Now if they do find out, apologize. And actually mean it. And show them that you mean it. Now it doesn't mean they're going to feel better right away. It's probably going to take some time. But be forward with it. Own it. Accept it. You got caught. And now you should do whatever you can to fix it. Within reason. But now it's your job to help them. If they decide to cut you out of their life, then that's on you. I honestly believe you should still try to make amends. And that's going to be hard. You'll know when it's really time to stop, though. They'll let you know. I'm fully confident of that. Now, I haven't forgot about those that were lied to. I mean, hell, I was the one lied to, and here I am giving advice to those that lie. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but it kind of does if you stop and think about it, because they deserve a chance to do right. That's the only chance they deserve. Now, if you catch them, and odds are you will, liars very rarely go without getting caught. Nobody's a genius at it, or, well, I guess that some might be able to, but anyways. If you catch them, it's going to hurt, and it's okay for it to hurt. Let it. Don't sit there and fight it. You're only going to make things harder for yourself. So you might as well go through the process of being hurt, grieving, whatever you need to do. And then when the time is right, forgive them. That's hard. That's incredibly hard. But you should forgive them. It's not that they deserve it. It's that you yourself deserve it. Don't hang on to that pain. Take back control of your life by forgiving them. I'm not saying you have to trust them again. In fact, the person who lied to me, I don't trust them. And I don't know if I ever will. I am giving them a second chance. But to be fair, they're kind of blowing it. Like really badly blowing it. So, it is up to you if you wish to give them a second chance. It is entirely your decision. But whether you do or not, you need to forgive them no matter what. No matter how egregious it was. That is incredibly hard to do because some things are hard to forgive. So, and this doesn't even apply to lying. This applies to anything. Lies are just a part of it sometimes. But you deserve peace of mind. And the only way you're going to get that is by forgiving them. So you can then move on with your life. Now, with that being said, I want everyone to please be blessed and go play a game. I do believe it'll help you.